Due to the current safer-at-home restrictions, all classes and, more importantly, podcast recordings at Hamilton High School have been canceled. In lieu of new episodes, the teachers have decided to release previously recorded episodes from their tenure at Cancun in the early 2000s, which coincidentally crossed over with MTV's Spring Break. Please enjoy these episodes from the vault, stay healthy, and stay flippy.
On my chest, yeah, I got to get up. So cut me some slack. Pour me a cup of that joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. Let's start the show. Every morning there's a halo hanging on a man, put him on a best bed. Right? Yes.
Yeah, that's so cool that you got to go backstage, Sam.
Do
they say semen in the song?
I do. I know I do. Because when you're at a party, you got to ride the energy.
Right. Yeah.
You don't have. It's not about being perfect in a party. You just ride the flow. That's
I mean, like. Guessing what lyrics are kind of gives you a little insight of what's in your own head. I mean, usually when I hear any S sound, I'm like, well, yeah, my singer-songwriter stuff had the word semen in it, so why wouldn't there?
Semen
that's
inside my
their
bed.
beds still have posts on it. My posts were gone a long time ago with my night terrors.
Right. What happened with your night terror? You chopped them down, or what happened to the post?
Most of my night terrors are me being the brawny man. So I take out
So
them with an
terrifying.
axe.
That is so scary.
Wow.
Gosh.
Well,
Being
they're not. They're less night terrors and more night fantasies. Because I'm anything
of
but
it,
an outdoorsy.
which a lot of people would call those dreams, or
dreams. Those are night fantasies.
I call them, if it's like the brawny man stuff and it's non-sexual, I call those dry dreams.
Yeah. Distinguished from, of course, sopping wet.
Now, Sam, this was a fantastic little rendition of Every Morning. Unfortunately, Say What Karaoke was not as forgiving with your lyrical missteps.
Right. Yeah, I got the lowest score of all time, and I got booed. The first person to actually get booed off the stage for real.
Booed off the stage, and the first person that Tara Reid tried to drown?
That's right. Tara Reid, I don't know what I did that was so offensive to her, but she dragged me to the beach and tried to put my face down in the ocean. And I was like, "Come in the photos, bed."
Yeah, I heard Mandy Moore's eardrums broke.
Yeah, that's what she says. I think it's dramatic. I mean, I wasn't screaming. I was just changing the words. I mean, Mandy Moore, come on, bro.
Mandy Moore, come on, bro.
Bro, come on already.
I'll tell you what, I've been talking to my bros down here, and I'm seeing things pretty clearly, to be honest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah. Everybody's a bro.
Have you made new bro friends? I've seen you hanging out with some guys that I've never seen you with before.
Yeah, you came through my apartment the other night and gave me a swirly with a group of guys.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, I accidentally got snuck into VIP the other day, again, because Eminem and I are both so sunburnt that they confused us. So I have to keep impressing these guys in D12 for them to let me keep hanging out.
No kidding.
Okay.
It's D12. I thought I recognized those guys.
It was a good week for you early on because you did get your booze cruise going, and that's how you started meeting these guys. It was actually working. You found a boat, and you got a temporary license.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it still is awesome. The boat is still working. It's just dry docked right now, waiting for me to go on another excursion.
And now, the license that you got was not originally temporary, but after the beginning of this week, the office said that
they kind of walked back the license.
Yeah, they put a probationary period after the fact.
Right.
It's the first time they've ever done or been allowed to do that, I guess. Typically, when you're given a license, that is a license to not be fucked with, is what I am arguing.
What was there an incident on the cruise?
Well, of course, you send photos, and the license is done mostly on photo, and they don't tell you that they do pop-in inspection, secret shopper type. So, it's billed as a glass bottom boat. And of course, there is no glass bottom. So they caught me immediately as soon as they set foot aboard.
So it's a hole in the bottom.
That's right. It's a hole. And the inspector said that, well, technically this isn't a boat. The whole thing with the boat is there's a bottom that makes you buoyant.
Right.
And you kind of told them that the whole point of your trip is it's the Flintstones experience.
Exactly. I said, have you even ever heard of a duck tour? Thinking that would confuse them. And it didn't at all. And they were like, yeah, this is nothing like a duck tour. This doesn't work on land, on sea. There's no motor, is what they told me. And I said, yes.
And now it probably could have ended there. They just give you a little citation and
would have just been a ticket at that point. But then it came, well, some colorful language started getting thrown around. And after the colorful language, it was colorful fists. And after the fists, well, I hit this person with a bunch of bananas. It was all that was around. I grabbed a bunch of bananas, about 50 pounds.
And to your credit, these were old bananas. They were soft. You thought this is more of a statement. It's not going to hurt this guy.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
It was almost political.
Yes. I thought these were old, yellow, sort of rusty-looking bananas. Turns out they were rock-solid plantains. I knocked the guy's head clean off.
It's a classic banana plantain.
You decapitated them with plantains. Plantains are that much harder than soft bananas.
That can happen. When you mistake a banana for a plantain, heads will roll.
Absolutely. It was a plantain decapitation.
And we are burying the lead because this sort of demonstration did expand, and it became what's been dubbed the Cancun Banana Party, modeled after the Boston Tea Party, where now anyone who's official government employee is being protested by having huge boxes of bananas thrown at them.
There's a big spring break uprising happening right now.
Well,
when all they realized was what they needed was a hard plantain. People are angry.
Well, the guy whose head you knocked clean off, he had some dirty dealings in his past, correct? So people were maybe starting to side with you, or it was...
I don't want to go too crazy, but people are saying I'm a revolutionary.
Yeah.
They say, we love the sunburn. We love your actions. We don't care about the boat. Thanks for knocking that guy's head off.
Awesome.
Did the name change to Sam Guevara officially come through?
Well, it's another license I've applied for, and hopefully it's got the approval. I'm just hoping that they don't walk this one back.
Be careful when they make that in-person name change visit. You don't want to get into another fight.
Yeah. If you end up, ordering some coffee somewhere or something, make sure you give them the right name this time.
Yes. Well, it's okay because I have security now who's sort of supporting me. It's some of the locals. They really are sort of behind the cause. And, I feel pretty safe at this point.
Let's not bury the lead here. You have a hammerhead shark following you around.
Yes. So what? That's security is what I'm calling it. It's not because I'm bleeding in the water.
And you are okay. I think that not is actually telling us what the truth is.
No, I'm not live chum.
Wait.
I'm not.
Hold on. So you're a political figure who has sharks walking upright behind him, in front of him.
Listen,
or are you a man bleeding in the water? I just want to know. I'm fine with either.
Right. And good, because it's both.
It's both.
Because it's both. I am a big
It's-
political figure and I'm gaining traction. And also on my day job in the water, I am bleeding and a shark is following me.
Well, and
These things are coming out of the woodwork.
I commend you. I think all the people of Cancun needed was for an American to come in here and show them what a revolution looks like. And you're doing it, my man.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying, let me show you how we do it up north.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, President Vicente Fox he's heard the word, and word is he's coming down to Cancun to speak with you and see if he can reason with you.
And that's very exciting. I've never had this much respect and adoration.
So
actually getting me choked up.
Are you
Getting a little emotional, Sam.
It's getting me choked up. I've just never had anybody approve of me so much. And,
Wow.
I can't quite understand what anybody's saying, but it really seems like they like me.
It does.
Damn.
It does. Okay. Well, yeah.
That's really
Now,
So
that's the first time I've ever heard someone clearly choking on a water use that to turn it into an emotional choked up, literally choked up to choked
It
up.
was real. I'm vulnerable.
I bought it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I choked on a tuna tartare at my daughter's wedding, and luckily it was right in the middle of the daddy-daughter dance, so I choked up.
You were eating in the middle of the dance?
Yeah, you kind of worked your way on the dance floor towards one of the tables, did a quick scoop
Well,
for
I
the
was
emotion.
like, honey, if we're going to do the daddy-daughter dance, let's do it where the hors
Daddy-daughter
d'oeuvres
dance.
are coming out.
Now,
That little door that we all look for when we go to parties that we see the staff coming out of and that
Yeah.
we stand close to, we all know the door.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You get the lay of the land right when you're there and you say, oh, I know where the drinks are, but I know where the food's coming out of.
My back is never to that door at a wedding or a party.
No. Because if I know I'm going to a party or an event, I'm coming famished. I'm showing and I'm furious that the food that they've been nice enough to provide isn't coming fast enough.
I have a similar thing. Last time I was going to a wedding, I did a full on weight cut. I went and I put on a latex suit and I ran for 3 days before. I would do 17 miles a day.
You had
did
a
a
pretty
full-on
aggressive weigh-in with Holyfield before the wedding, right?
I did. I did. He was a good friend of the groom, and he was there. And I had heard he was going to be there, so I wanted to impress him. And you guys saw what happened at the stare down.
You threw one at him.
I did. I did. Big
Yeah,
whiff.
Didn't connect to him.
Yeah. No, I.
Who did it connect to?
Big whiff, and I hit his.
Your
I
trainer.
hit my trainer, and of course that turned into my trainer flopped sides.
It was melee.
Yeah.
It was a huge melee, and it ended up being 1 against 6 because he had a huge team. And we
They let the trainers come in.
yeah, the trainers threw
Tag
on
team.
Yeah, they threw on gloves, they threw on trunks.
Well, at least tell me he has
Mills
one of these
Lane-
old guys
Mills-
trainers.
What's that?
At least tell me he has one of those old
Yeah,
guy
his trainer-
trainers who's not physically there but mentally knows the game.
Right.
It
his
doesn't.
trainer's
It
smaller
didn't
than
matter.
him, right?
He it didn't matter. He beat the living hell out of me.
Okay.
And originally Mills Lane was supposed to be the referee, but I accidentally caught him with an elbow, and he started fighting as well. So
Let's
turned
get it
into
on.
7-on-1.
Luckily,
in the middle of this-
Vince McMahon and Don King were both there, and they said, hey, let's stream this right now together. They shook hands, and it became a WWE World Boxing Association live event in the
It
moment.
was unbelievable. I really like that guy who's like fancy and has the salt and pepper hair at the beginning said, let's get ready to humiliate.
Yeah,
Michael Buffer or
Michael
Bruce
Buffer.
Buffer. I don't remember which of the Buffer brothers it was.
It was both. It was both.
Or was it Duffer Buffer?
I think it was, it was set in the 80s. The boxing match was set in the 80s and the Duffer Brothers did
It
the
was a
announcing
period
of that.
piece.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
It was frustrating because this all, of course, happened right before the wedding, and my niece, who was getting married, got a little bit of blood on her dress. And she was very
That's
upset.
a shame.
So it turned into 8-on-1 at that
That's
point.
a shame on a beautiful white dress.
On her white gown. She was a virgin, right? White.
It was her
She wore
day.
white.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
felt
that
terrible.
tradition. Like not having to wear white if you're a virgin. What's the exact tradition of it? Or you wear cream if you fucked? Is that how it goes?
And if you're real nasty, you wear red.
I don't know if I've
Yes,
ever heard
that's
this.
true. Right. What were we talking about?
As you
Well,
guys
we were
know-
talking about your wedding bill, your daughter's wedding bill, which I'd love to go one episode of this podcast and not talk about your daughter. You are so obsessed with your daughter.
Do I talk about her a lot?
I mean,
At this time, absolutely.
through the late 90s into the early 2000s right now, you have been talking about her a lot. I almost want to put a moratorium on ever hearing about Bill's daughter ever again.
But I will say, I do love how much he loves his daughter, and I hope
Yes.
that never wanes.
She is the light of my eye. I will be talking about her forever.
I hope so. Don't forget about her.
That's beautiful. You really take a lot of care in preserving and maintaining and really watering that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really do. I mean, you gotta get it in when they're young, because when they're out of the house, they're out of the house.
It goes by so fast.
But I tell you what, whoever asks her to marry him to marry her better call my ass, ask my permission.
Oh yeah,
that daughter's mine, and if you want to marry her, call me. And I will ruminate it on for a couple of weeks, see if you're worthy of my daughter's hand, and then we'll see. And then I will walk her ass down in the whitest gown you've ever seen, because she's never been promiscuous, and I will give her away.
You're saying all of this in the future tense, but you did say 5 minutes ago that you were at her wedding. So
well, maybe this one didn't take.
Yeah, it didn't.
Well, no, I speak kind of like an author. Sometimes I go back and forth. I create storylines.
Honestly, that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
You saw Pulp Fiction, and it became impossible to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can I say? I'm an artist.
And a traditionalist.
You really mess with the narrative form of having a conversation.
Yeah, I do. Well, we gotta say the show's happening. We've done the little cold open.
Oh yeah. So now we're live.
Just shoot from the hip. No pauses. No nothing.
Okay.
Lead with confidence. It doesn't matter if what you say is right. Just go, go, go. 3, 2, 1.
What's up? Welcome to the People's House, the best podcast or radio show that's ever been produced. I'm Howard Levis, and I'm here with 3 amigos.
Ring. Hello, my name is Sam.
Ring. Hello. 1 second, please. Bill here. The People's House.
Bling. Leave a message for Todd. Just kidding. I'm here in the house of the people, the People's House.
All right.
The People's House. The People's House. The People's House. People's House. The People's House. The People's House. The People's House. Uh-oh, is there an ass in the building?
You're damn right. There's 4 of them. Gring! Hello, I'm Bill Cravey. On the line right now. It's not my answering machine, and you are listening to the People's House.
Gring! It's me, Sam. Just kidding. The donkey. Just kidding. Sam, the People's House. House.
Gling! Todd Padre here.
Todd, I think we're doing a telephone sound.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
You're doing a winnings at a lottery.
I'm doing a telephone sound.
Okay.
We're doing the
There's no
same thing.
mistakes, but you made a mistake.
Do yours, and I'll do mine. Just let me hear yours.
Gring!
Gring! Todd Padre here.
Yours sounds
There's
like
no rolling of the
sounds like a
tongue.
bodega door opening fast.
Yeah, you got to roll your tongue. You're just going gring.
Roll my tongue. This thing's 7 pounds. I can't roll it.
What do you have, a cow tongue?
Yeah. Okay, I do.
That elective plastic surgery is not your best one.
No, and it's not the doctor's best work either. We saw some of the brochures, and this looks nothing.
That cow tongue brochure was, I cannot believe that hooked you, Todd. What was, you wanted to be able to eat grass. Is that what it was?
And you thought you needed a cow tongue for that?
What was it, Todd? Was it because it was cheap, or was it because you wanted to eat grass?
Or was it because you saw LL Cool J licking his lips?
You saw Gene Simmons with the tongue. What was it?
Was it Michael Jordan heyday?
Or was it grass?
Did you visit a butcher and have a piece of lengua and say, yum?
Well, Todd.
Look, fellas, there's not just one reason to want a cow tongue. I mean, we all know that it was 97. The world was it was a different time then. MJ was looking great in Duncan. Gene Simmons was making a comeback. Grass was hard to eat. Lengua was taking the world by storm. You don't need one reason. The economy was in a financial boom, but some of us had invested way too much money in saxophones after Slick Willie went on Arsenio. And didn't have enough money for a good tongue transplant.
You invested in saxophones, huh?
That's right.
Interesting.
So you got a discount tongue transfer.
Transfer.
Well, you gave science apparently rejected yours. Is that correct?
Yes, it was.
Well, and let's be clear, it was not a successful transplant. It was a transfer.
Yes. And who did yours go to?
Unfortunately, a starving cow.
Yours went to a turtle?
Well, mine went to a starving cow, and the starving cow's body rejected it. And so they ended up getting it back for a turtle.
That's good.
And so now a turtle has my tongue. And I don't know if you all have seen this movie with Val Kilmer. I think it's a Val Kilmer movie. But I'm having a similar story where I have the tongue of a dead cow, and I am now in love with that cow's old wife because I have the same tongue. I ran into the wife, and through conversation, we realized that I have her ex-husband or widow. She's a widower. She's a wimooer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. A wimooer.
And so, we hit things off, and I have her ex's tongue, and, we had a very torrid love affair for a couple years.
Well, that's good because, I know it's been tough. Are you still off
correct.
And on with
Broadly, that statement will always be true for me.
That it's been tough?
Yes.
It's been tough. Well, are you still off and on with your parasite, or are you dating a cow? Because you were dating, you had an off and on relationship with the parasite that was in your stomach. It was trying to leave you. It was talking to me at a barbecue. It was maybe out on the town.
Definitely chatted me up outside the barbecue.
Well,
yeah, but your parasite was going wild at the barbecue.
Let's just say she was looking for a host.
Look, no more tequila for my parasite at the barbecue, okay? Or I guess for me, I have to stop drinking tequila because then it gets into my parasite. And then she's like, someone threw on Next too close, and she was on the dance floor trying to get too close with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, you do need to take a little bit of responsibility because you keep doing things and then they affect your parasite and you go, I can't believe you're drunk here. I can't believe you let your blood sugar get so high again. You know how that makes you
your
feel.
parasite has diabetes now, right?
Pre-diabetes. So it's on the way.
Can we also infer that you then have pre-diabetes?
I have post-diabetes.
You got over it.
Worse.
Oh.
Poster diabetes. You have the diabetes from the poster.
I have the diabetes. Yeah. So they made a diabetes poster a while ago, and it was based off of my diabetes. They use.
It's like the Michael Jordan of diabetes.
That's right. It's an outline of my ailing body, and it says, "Don't let this be you."
Don't let this be you. What a slogan.
Are you trying to get things back going with the parasite? Because I know certain Hollywood agencies like William Morris.
I just picked up at that.
And Creative Artists Agency and Abrams Artists have been down here because they are seeing the dailies from Ugly Old Man, which is a documentary that you don't necessarily want to be a part of, but that you're embracing now.
Well, I'm realizing that, it's just like Grumpy Old Men. It's the same thing. The title is funny. It's meant to be funny. And so Ugly Old Man is what I originally thought was the real world. I was going to be on it. And it turned out that I was being used as a test subject for future Punked episodes, and they found that to be so interesting they turned it into a documentary called Ugly Old Man. And there
Perfect
are
little recap.
Yeah, appreciate that, actually. I honestly really appreciate you doing that.
So, and then right now, a lot of agents are coming down from Hollywood because they're thinking of making Ugly Old Man into a franchise. They're thinking cereal, oatmeal. They're thinking of putting me on the Uncle Ben box.
Really? Uncle Ben's?
So they're going to take some famous people and replace them with uglier older men.
Yeah, they're taking old men that are already on boxes and they're doing like an ugly old edition of all of them. Wow. Count Chocula.
The Crypt Keeper, right? They're doing a Crypt Keeper with you?
I mean, that's been my dream. You're aware that historically I've stood in for the Crypt Keeper, or I've not booked the stand-in role for the Crypt Keeper because it was too ugly to light.
Right. You stood in line for the audition for the stand-in.
That's right. So that's kind of my, white whale. That's my like how they'll never make a Don Quixote movie. They keep trying.
So they need they have to get your consent because you're kind of like, and they're also trying to find out maybe people to play the ugly old man in an adaptation for screen. You have a network where you want it to go, correct? That you're kind of holding staunch on?
Well, they offered me HBO, and I said, what would I follow? And they said, this new show, The Sopranos. And I said, good luck. No, thank you. Call me when that show's canceled. I'll be hearing from you tomorrow.
Right.
Because I've watched a few episodes. You guys have seen it. It makes no sense. It sucks. So I'm trying to get on. WB and UPN are about to, or WB and UPN are about to merge.
Wow, yeah.
And I'm trying to go on, be a part of that. I would like Ugly Old Man to go on after Shasta McNasty, which I've been talking about Shasta McNasty since I read the pilot.
Remind me of that again.
Jake Busey, Vern Troyer as kind of a friend / slave to the broy lead characters in the show. And I've been friends with Gary Busey ever since his motorcycle wreck. Because you all remember I was his helmet for that. And we both go to the same front tooth guy, so.
And
right.
And what's the problem with him? Why do you both have such crazy front teeth? Is he extremely nearsighted, or what's your dentist's issue?
The doctor's nearsighted and refuses to wear corrective lenses. So he's working in a blur.
And that's why he only does front teeth?
The doctor's working in a blur, so he's only doing front teeth, and he's doing them big. All my kind of facial doctors, all my doctors are nearsighted.
How many doctors do you have, Todd?
One per body part.
Todd, let me also say, that mouth ear is getting pretty full. You got a big cow tongue sticking out of it, and then teeth just popping out right over the top of that, all outside of your lips.
And they're trying to remove my wisdom teeth, but I don't want to get stupid. So I'm saying leave them in, make them bigger.
Right.
But how many doctors do you guys see?
None.
Yeah, I haven't been to a doctor in a long time. I'm pretty healthy.
None.
Yes. I see 0 doctors. I see 1 nun for advice.
Yeah. I usually go to none. I got Nun's information. It's hard to get into Nun. I mean,
yeah. Well, she's getting more fickle on the insurance.
Yes, Nun is Nun. I don't even think Nun is taking my insurance.
Really? What is she?
Kaiser? Remind me, is it Kaiser Permanente?
It's I'm with Kaiser
Temporare.
Right? Temporare. Yes,
that's right.
And I am with Kaiser Permanente.
You are, okay.
Yeah, so yours I think is slightly permanent? Different plans. Permanente, yeah. Yeah, it's a permanent nun. Yeah.
I'm trying to get with them. Do you have Blue Cross Blue Shield, Todd, and Harry? What is it, Howard?
Wait, yeah, can we clear this up? What is your name?
Can we finally clear this up? Because I remember you
missed it
introduced yourself
early
as
on.
Harry.
I missed it early on, and I've never
Yes.
asked you, and I just went out on a limb, and I fucked
Well,
it up.
and you say it fast, so I know it starts with an H and ends with a something.
Guys, I got to be honest with you. This hurts more than anything that's ever happened to me. I've known you guys for at least 25 years.
I'm trying to think of so many other things that the name, I can't remember it.
I'm sorry, Harris. That sucks, man.
My name is Howard.
I got it now, Howard.
Howard
So,
Levis.
Todd, Howard,
Yes.
are you guys with Blue Cross Blue Shield?
I mean, I'll say for
I don't
myself.
put you on the spot.
Yeah. But I'm not with Blue Cross Blue Shield. I'm with Blue Star of David Blue Shield.
Okay, so
And how's
that's
the coverage?
well, obviously
How's-
Blue Cross Blue Shield is Christian, and Blue Star David Blue Shield is Jewish, correct?
It's Jewish, yeah. And I misspoke. It's Blue Star of David Brook Shields. So
You can misspeak again, or is that the final?
I'm going to say it's a final, but we'll see.
Okay, so
So final
Brook Shields
answer,
is
that's
involved?
your insurance.
Yes, Blue Star of David Brook Shields is my insurance.
All right, final answer.
Howard?
My insurance actually, no, I don't have Blue Cross Blue Shield. I tried to get that, but I have Blue Crows Blue Sheep.
Blue Cross Blue Sheep.
Yeah, it's actually farmers insurance that you get for your animals.
So you go to a vet.
Well, in network, yeah. I could go to any in-network vet. I can't go to any vet that I want. I can only go to certain vets.
Now, Howard, if you ask me, that's a little strange. Are you sure this is your final answer?
Yeah, you can maybe
I
do
will
another
say,
one.
I know that for a time you were with Black Crow's Blue Sheep, but they wouldn't light your candle now because you were too hot to handle now.
Yeah, and I said, but come on, hey, I'm a pretty thing.
They said you weren't a pretty enough
And they
thing
said
to
I
light
wasn't a
your
pretty
candle
enough
'cause you're
thing to
too hot
light my
handle.
candle. And I said, huh. So, Mama, I'm so hard to handle now.
That's what
and
it
they
was.
said, yes, sir.
Wow, and that's your final answer.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr.
Anyone
Brown.
else obsessed with Regis? You guys seen this new Who Wants to Be a Millionaire show?
Oh, I mean, everybody. That's the answer to the question.
Exactly.
I said, weren't we all there? We were all in the audience, and they kicked us out because we kept skewing the Ask the Audience answers.
Well, I don't want those people to get it right.
No.
I don't want them to be the millionaire. If I ain't in the seat, you ain't getting shit.
I could have swore there weren't 50 states. And I shouldn't have keyed it in on so many other audience members' keypads.
Right. Well, and then, I mean, they kicked you out, and then they kicked me out because I had a bad cough, unrelated to cheating. But
Well,
they
you
thought
kept-
I was cheating on the answers.
Yeah. And you kept getting really scared, Sam, when they would do that lighting and music cue, like doo-doo-doo. You would freak out.
Absolutely. I'd go, did it just go from day to night? Did it just go from day to night? Fast. I would yell that, and they would
Yeah.
say, Regis would say, no, calm down. And then Regis and I really got into it.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm not allowed back. Is that your final answer?
That's what you said to them when they kicked you out.
Yeah, and they confirmed, yes. Final answer, you can't come anymore.
Wow.
Well, I made it on. I don't know if they've aired it yet, but I made it on as a contestant. But they were getting pretty mad at me because I think I overvamped from between answers. I kind of like tried to explain where the answer was coming from and why I
These
knew
were
it wasn't
in the
answers.
early questions, the like $500 question that's like, what color is grass?
Well, Regis, you know,
I know it's not blue because I've never seen bluegrass, but I have heard bluegrass.
So, maybe.
long-
is this my
brought out
banjo
that
down
banjo.
here?
You smelled a banjo and pulled a banjo from underneath your seat and then did the worst twang song I've ever heard.
All your fingers were bleeding.
Yeah.
That's right. It was what they're saying is the Guinness bloodiest so far. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
So far.
Yes. And also afterwards, Steve Martin announced that he's quitting banjo.
Wow. Really? God, I hope that's his
you.
final answer.
Yeah, so screw that guy. He's a comedian. He's not a musician.
Same.
That's what I say.
Now, fellas, we are coming up on MTV Spring Break being gone. You know, it's a quick event. We've been here for the lead up. We've been here for the filming of it. But I feel like have we achieved any of our MTV Spring Break goals?
I mean,
Howard.
I was going to say
you're.
We hinted at it earlier. I, of course, met Steve Wilkos last week, and in an effort to meet Springer and spend the afternoon with him, he kind of did like the Sphinx, and he said, or a troll. He has 3 challenges for me. First, I had to do a power hour with 3 Arizona State college kids this week.
Hell yeah.
And we hinted at it before. It was, I'll say it, the worst day of my life.
What?
Wow.
Truly the worst day of my life. I had no idea what I was getting into. And it seems like these kids had prepared. They prepared to ruin my life.
Now, what'd you have to do? Did you have to drink 1 shot of beer every minute for an hour?
That's what I thought I was getting into. I looked it up. I talked to some people. I rubbed elbows at a bar, seeing what I was getting into. What's a power hour? Whatever. Who said, yeah, you drink a shot every 30 seconds or a minute.
Right.
Anyway, turns out this was an electrical torture thing.
Wow. Not even close.
A power hour. Yeah. They turned my ass into a battery.
Wow. Are we talking nipple clamps?
Oh,
we're talking-
Sam's getting emotional.
God, yeah, we're talking nipple clamps because this has happened to me.
No. Yeah, they string me up. They laid me down on a box spring. What do you think? The thing that's just springs.
Yeah.
Connected car batteries to it, and then they tortured me, asking me where the money was. And I was like, hold on, this seems. What do you kind?
And this is kids from Arizona State.
That's what I thought. They were wearing backwards caps and basketball jerseys. I was like, these guys must be that. And anyway, so I'm strapped down to a bed. I got car batteries clamped to my nipples and my toes. And these guys are asking me,
and your toes.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, all
Which
4
hurt
corners,
more?
baby. Huh?
Which hurt more?
Toes. My nipples, no feeling. I was like, guys, I don't know what you're talking about. Where's the money is? Where's the money at? I don't know, guys. I don't know what money you're talking about. Turns out, these people found out I'm worth a fortune. And this was just a ploy. Guys, because as everybody knows, I, of course, am the heir to the Levi's fortune, the Levi's fortune, the jeans.
Right.
And I guess word had got around Cancun that Howard Levis has a shit ton of money. And I was tortured.
Well, of course word got around. I've been telling everybody, obviously. And, you know, this is 2000. We've been bringing down all the new Levi's spring break swimsuit editions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Denim
have been-
swimsuits, I thought were going to be a hit.
Well, they've caused a couple of deaths, a couple of drownings in the ocean because people were wearing wide leg jeans. It's too heavy.
Yeah.
Pulled them right under.
This episode of Teachers Lounge brought to you by Levi's wide-legged Speedos. Now available in light, medium, and heavy. Take them to the beach and make sure you can swim well.
They have an inflatable belt. Don't forget. Please do not forget about the inflatable belt.
Yes, we've had problems with people wearing real belts instead of inflatable belts, and they sink like a rock.
Yeah. Also, make sure when you get out of the water, you empty your pockets. You will have caught fish.
Levi's.
Oh, yes. Yeah, some people are dragging people in the jeans behind boats
Well,
and catching shrimp.
yeah,
and-
I hadn't gotten to the end of my week yet.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what ended up happening. Anyway, these guys shocked me till I passed out. I wake up, I'm strung up on a shrimp boat in the middle of I don't even know where. It had to be the Gulf of Mexico, right? That's the only water near here. Hanging from the little trawling poles. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, who do these people think I am? Anyway, I'm getting dunked and lifted. I have to catch 400, 500 pounds of shrimp. I mean, I'm not there for 2 full days on rotation. These guys are just using my ass.
Wow, these are really good genes, huh, Howard?
Yeah. Yeah, the jeans really held up. I'll tell you this, no holes in the pockets. I would come up and they'd have 200, 300 shrimp in each of my pockets.
Wow.
I mean, these pants are huge.
And are we talking baby shrimp or full-size prawns?
We are talking jumbo prawns, baby. Tiger prawns.
These are jeans I want to buy.
Yeah. And I don't think this is true, but there's rumors going around that this was all a ploy by my parents to advertise these Levi's jeans in Cancun. I don't think my family would do that to me. I don't think this is all an elaborate plan to just use me for advertising. So
well, I'll tell you what, they're not paying me any money, but I would love a pair of those jeans because it seems like they fit right, they look good, and they hold a lot of shrimp. Levi's jeans.
It seems like
boy, do I want a pair.
It seems like a strange pivot for the PR of Levi's to go, hey, we're going to make these jean swimsuits.
Right.
Uh-oh, people are sinking and drowning in them. Oh, I know a way we can spin it. Make them shrimp boats.
shrimp nets.
Shrimp net pants. That's right. The Levi's shrimp cut.
For this to be true, my parents would have had to talk to Jerry Springer, talk to Steve Wilkos to set this all up. It would have been such an elaborate plan. And I just refuse to believe that I came to Cancun and my parents set up this huge thing. You know, if it turns out that this happened, I'm cutting myself off. I'm cutting myself off from the family.
Yeah, right.
I'm never going to take any of their money.
Please don't.
I'm going to say, you know what? You guys can't do this to me.
We need sandwich trays. We need the sandwich trays.
But you are, I mean, look at the good side of this. You are a local hero at the docks. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know if you
could maybe use that to meet Springer.
Between Sam and Howard, the way these people of Cancun have really been looking up to us, it's been amazing.
I don't know. Do you think people look
You're
up
the
to...
shrimp slob. You're a local hero.
You're the shrimp blimp.
Guys, I don't think people look at the fishing rod that catches the huge marlin and say, oh my God, I love that.
Well, then why are people hoisting you over their shoulders and saying it's the shrimp
they were
slob,
using me as a baggie.
Howard,
they were using me as a baggie to deliver their shrimp.
The first question every serious fisherman asks, hey, what's your tackle?
That's right.
What's your tackle like? What are you using? What's online?
I appreciate the positive spin, guys, but I think this. I don't even think I'm ever going to meet Springer. I think this was all a big trick.
Well, I got a surprise for you, Howard.
What?
I kidnapped Jerry Springer for you.
Wait, what?
Okay. Todd was teasing this last week, and it almost seems premeditated.
Howard,
my man, as your friend, I knew you wanted to meet Springer.
You're kidding me.
So I kidnapped him.
That's unbelievable. This is like the dog who catches the mail truck.
Okay, well, I resent the comparison.
No, not you. That's not you. It's me. I'm the dog that caught the mail truck. It's like I've wanted it all this time, but now that it's in front of me, what do I even do?
That's right.
Yeah. You think you're going to sort of freeze when you actually meet Springer, your idol?
I mean, I got so much I want to ask him. I want to ask him, why he hates poor people so much, why he exploits them, why is he, how did he make all his money? Does he ever think he'll get back to being a lawyer? Like, I have all these questions I would love to.
Well, I would ask him, how do you get your hair to look like feathers? How do you get people to like you? That's what I want to know.
Man.
I'll say this about Jerry Springer. I want you to just prepare yourself, Howard.
Okay.
TV changes how people look. Jerry Springer looks a lot more, I would say, I don't know, Japanese and about 40 years younger in person than he does on TV.
So he's a Japanese 19-year-old or teenager.
No, I kidnapped Jerry Springer for you.
Okay.
So...
The description you just gave, Todd, makes me think there's absolutely no way that the person you kidnapped is Jerry Springer.
The camera, take it from a TV stand-in hopeful. I know the camera changes how you look. All right.
So,
Todd, you know that Jerry Springer is not just a kid named Jerry on spring break. It's a public TV host. It's a certain
I'll be right
person.
back. I got to go let something out.
Jeez. Todd.
I
Where'd he
think Todd
go?
Well,
was kidnapping a teenager.
Todd's got a good instinct. He's trying to make someone's dream come true. You know, he just gave up on the specificity of it.
Yes, the instinct is totally right. The follow through is 100% wrong.
I'm back. He escaped. I don't think I even locked the door.
Well, good. At least
careful.
we're done with that. At least it's at least it's under the bridge.
Yeah, I'm
don't
glad
wanna
we're
have
done
this
with that.
Well, Howard, I think you should maybe embrace, sometimes getting notoriety comes in stranger ways, like Todd is embracing ugly old man and will possibly get an agent. Sam is, of course, a hero among the community here, and maybe you could
Revolutionary,
maybe
yeah.
shrimp slob could be your thing. I don't know. I mean, I came into some money this week. As you guys know, I was hanging out with Wes Borland after I had a boogie boarding accident that blacked out most of my eyes. He was like, "That's cool. Can I wear contacts to look like you?"
This is the
And I
bassist
was like,
from
"Sure."
Limp Bizkit.
What's that?
The bassist from Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, the
Or
bassist
the
from
guitar.
Limp Bizkit.
Does he play bass or does he
guitarist.
play guitar?
I don't know.
I don't know the difference between those two.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He plays one of the strings.
Yeah, and they carted me around. I hung out with them for a while. And I actually, I was at my therapist. And
What?
I've been going to therapy and just kind of
Weird.
out loud saying things that have been happening to me. And these four guys were listening in at the window of my therapist, and they wrote down verbatim what I was saying.
Really?
And they wrote a song, and it's the band Lit. It's a song called My Own Worst Enemy.
Wow.
So, because I was like telling
well,
my
because you're always
therapist,
telling
"Please
us that you're beating the living, every now and then you beat the living shit out of you, right?
why I beat myself up. I said, please tell me why my car's in the front yard. And my therapist was like, I can't answer that. Why am I sleeping with my clothes on? I came through the window last night.
Please tell me. You're always telling us that.
Please tell me.
And then you bolted out of the room and she said, and you're gone.
Yeah, you're gone. You're gone. Yeah. But I mean, it's no surprise to me that I am my own worst enemy, because I kick the living shit out of me all the time.
I know you do. You got to take
but-
it easier on yourself.
That was a big turn for me this week, that I'm technically
Wait a minute.
a songwriter.
These guys, they look kind of like 80s Sunset Strip guys, goatees, flames and stuff,
Yeah.
bleached hair.
Well, I told one
when
of
we
them,
were at the restaurant, I saw these guys scribbling down notes while the waitress was telling you that you make her completely miserable.
That's exactly right. And I was confessing to you guys that I had a crush on Carmen Electra, and one of them started dating her. It's just, I feel like I'm their muse, if you will.
Wow.
Well, that's
Wow,
interesting.
So you've been the muse of Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit and now the band Lit.
Well, yeah, my great grandfather was the muse for water lilies.
The painting.
Yeah,
Well, because he was Monet's optometrist,
Right.
And so he was the one that gave
was a
Monet really
terrible-
bad glasses,
he gave him terrible glasses.
similar to my orthodontist.
I come from a long line of muses. Apparently,
That is so interesting because, lately Eminem and I have been sort of switching back and forth. He'll sort of tag me out and wanting to hang out with his crew again. But he says that he's been following around one of my interesting friends. I didn't ask any follow-ups.
yes. And I have been disputing that when he uses certain slurs that he's getting them from me. That is not me.
I hope not.
That's all Eminem.
Right. Well, we don't know.
Yeah, I think he was behind you when you were yelling at the barista because they couldn't, you wanted to be a regular there and they never remembered your order, and you're like, oh great, you forgot about Bill, but then you just talked really fast in between all that.
Yes. So I think I am sound bites of my life are making their way into pop culture.
Well, we will say you're fascinating. We've always thought you were fascinating. You are the interesting guy in our group, I would say.
Hey, I appreciate that. And I am also in a little bit of trouble for stealing a lot of people's eardrums.
Yeah.
After in inner ears,
right.
Which was a little bit tough.
Well, you know what? Stick with me. Stick with me. I think you'll be fine. I think I can protect you.
I think I would love to hang out because I need to keep my creative in the crew. You know what I mean? Like I can't be letting these other people take my hooks.
Well, this is actually shaping up pretty good because the revolution needs a couple of things. We need a jester, and Bill, I think it's you. And also we need a mascot, and I think that might be the shrimp slob. What do you think, Howard? What do you think about being the...
To formalize the relationship is really depressing to me. To just sort of accept that I'm now going to be a shrimp net for the foreseeable future.
All right, you can change your pants, I guess.
I'm glad to moonlight as the shrimp net, but like I don't want that to be my whole identity.
Shrimp nets are used for all sorts of stuff. Or nets
Name 4 other things.
You could be a haired net. You could be on someone's face at the Costco, where they make the pizza there at Costco.
Soccer.
You could be on the face. Soccer. You could be a soccer net. We learned that. Soccer goal.
Okay. Well,
look at all the uses nets have.
It sounds great, guys.
Well,
it sounds
Howard,
like a really fun couple weeks I'm going to have being nets.
I would say take it while you can, because I've already seen some people from the FDA come in to check and see if you're dolphin safe.
No.
Yeah.
You know what happens?
And we all know you're not.
Well, how am I going to be dolphin safe? If a dolphin's coming at me, I'm going to fight back.
Well, see.
Like, I'm just going to let a dolphin rip me apart?
Yeah,
Hell
you
no.
beat up a few dolphins.
Yeah. You guys, imagine yourself in this situation, okay? You are strung up to a 40-foot pole being dragged behind a huge boat, and you're bopping your head along the ocean floor, filling up with shrimps. And then a dolphin comes up to you, and he tries to eat the shrimp out of your pockets. Okay? And your little dick looks like a shrimp.
Oh,
and that little dolphin takes a little nibble out of your little wiener. Okay? Are you just going to let the dolphin eat your little dick because you're trying to pass as a net? Or are you going to punch the dolphin in its nose until it stops trying to bite off your little penis? Huh?
Howard.
I guess the second
What?
one.
Let him have it. Let him have it.
That dolphin was flirting.
You're not using it, Howard.
Oh, okay. You're not going to have a chance to use it if I don't have it.
We see
And
what's
that's true,
happening.
that dolphin-
Howard doesn't even
Read the signs. What did the dolphin say?
Howard doesn't even see a hit on, a little flirt if it bit him in the penis.
I'm not like you guys, okay? I'm not willing to have a relationship with an animal, all right?
Well, that's your
I'm
problem.
not like the rest of you creeps, okay? I want love from a real human being, okay? I want a person to talk to and share my life with, okay? I'm not okay with having to install a huge tank in my bedroom and and honestly, it'd have to be huge for the dolphin to be safe and comfortable.
This is disgusting, Howard.
What do you
Why don't you
mean?
come say, you'll say all that to us, but why don't you come say it to Moolinda's face, huh? If that's actually how you feel.
Huh? I will say that to your cow-ass girlfriend.
Oh, cow-ass.
Cow-ass girlfriend.
Howard,
Yeah.
you better watch your effing
out.
mouth right now,
God
okay? I am queued up on fish tacos, all right? I've had about...
Your parasite's allergic to fish.
I know, and it is the most annoying thing I could ever have to deal with. It gets all puffed up and bloated, not sexy.
Yeah, this is spring break for you. You don't want to hang out with some non-sexy vibe.
I'm on the beach, and I got this bloated parasite next to me, squeezed into a bikini, and it's like, she's not with me.
Yeah, sometimes I see you guys go to the beach, and I look at both of you, and I go, God, ever heard of a One Piece? Because I've seen you in your
Guys, you
matching
should-
bikinis.
Yeah, neither of us have heard of a One Piece. I don't know what you're talking about.
We got to stop shaming your parents.
There's no shame.
Yeah, that's...
What?
It's no shame.
There's no shame. It's just not for me.
It is from Todd.
Yeah, it's not for you. It's from you.
Yeah. Look, if she has a problem with me eating fish and then finding her to be unattractive because as a parasite, she is allergic to fish and gets very bloated, she's got to deal with it. I'll go talk to my cow, who, by the way, could stand to lose a few.
Todd, I got to say,
Well, guys,
I do agree with you, but I am feeling your energy's a little toxic here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, I think your
Guys-
relationship with the female species of all kinds is questionable.
Okay. So Howard, Mr. Humans can't date cows. People should date within the human race. What's next, Howard?
Yeah, Howard, I didn't know you were such
Okay?
a literal racist.
Yeah.
Whoa. Come on.
Human race is the only race you'll date?
And
Give me a
yet,
break.
I'm the bad guy because I call my fat cow a fat cow. I mean, I'm the one dating her.
Howard, honestly, dude, it's Cancun, man. Anything goes.
Cancun, baby.
Anything goes.
Yeah,
Guys, I
obviously.
actually might have to get going. I'm going to stand next to the boardwalk and scream, "Let me see that thong" at people passing by.
Oh, that's been really popular. I've
careful.
seen a lot of people doing that this week.
Well, I saw this man furiously writing down in his notebook when I was harassing these passerbys, and he seemed famous. I don't know.
Silver hair?
Silver hair, silver suit.
He was either a silver man panhandling for change or it was Cisco.
Yes. His name was
Wait,
Cisco.
from Drew Hill?
Yeah. Yeah, he's down here. They're all
Yes.
down here. I just don't recognize the other ones.
Drew Hill's not one guy.
No, it's a group.
Then who was I hanging out with?
I don't know.
I don't know, Todd.
I bought like 40 drinks for this guy because I thought
No,
he
that
was
was
Drew
a
Hill.
picture of a big grass hump you drew.
Oh, I drew a hill?
And then you bought it drinks for a whole night?
And technically you're supposed to say
gotta-
I'm hanging out with
You gotta fix.
I'm hanging out with Drawn
gotta
Hill, not Drew Hill.
Well, whatever it was, it went home with my parasite.
God, Todd.
Damn, you're getting killed.
Todd, you got to get back to I've never said this before, but you got to get back in the theater.
I think so too. I
You've
think so
lost
too.
it. If you don't have the theater, you fucking lose it.
I think you guys might be right. I think the theater grounds me.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys realize that the theater is good for me and I'm good for the theater. It sounds like that's what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean,
most
well,
of
you're
us are
better for
always
that
out
than
here.
whatever it is now.
Most of us are always out here in these streets just flailing, and you have the theater. But once you're out in the streets flailing too, it's like, well, what's going to ground me?
Okay. Yeah, well, maybe I'll take Nasty Old Man and I'll turn it into a play.
That's a great idea.
There you go.
Is it nasty old man now? I thought it was ugly old man.
I think that was a little bit of a Freudian.
Yeah. Or maybe, I mean, probably IP laws, you might need to change the name a little bit because they'll probably come after you if you call it Ugly Old Man. So maybe Nasty Old Man, you can get around it.
Wait, now there's laws about peeing?
No, IP.
Me too. What are you saying?
No, like intellectual property.
OPP.
Oh yeah, my pee is my property and mine alone. You guys can't
Kind
have
of by
it.
nature.
I think it might be the IPU too, right?
What? Yeah, I do too. Yeah, you're right.
U2's IP.
Wait, you too? IP, though.
IP.
We all pee.
Who's
don't
on
know.
first?
I'll tell you what. I just got back from 3 doors down, and IP right next to you two.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, all over the place. There wasn't a urinal. It was just a wall.
You too?
Well, I see pee all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, ICP.
You too?
Oh yeah.
We got to pitch this to
Yeah.
John Ackerman and Adam Scott.
Who?
The Who?
I don't know. The Who, ICP, you two.
Crazy town, man.
Crazy
town.
Crazy town. Well, shoot, guys. We probably should get out of here. We can't be on the waves forever.
Yeah, what did we...
Bring. It's Todd Padre answering his telephone saying this is the end of the People's Hang.
I don't think we can call it that. That's a stupid
I'm
name.
not here right now, Sam, but leave a message for the People's House.
Bring. Hello, Bill Cravey here. Just leave a message after the beep. Bring. Hey.
Okay. Well, that was great. Those will all stay in. It's good. But yeah, I guess, folks, thanks so much for listening. If you're tuning in, somebody on the line.
Bring.
Oh, Sam.
Bring.
Sam, your phone.
Oh, Jesus, my real phone.
Landline's ringing.
Hello.
All right, hang on, Sam.
Yeah, this is Sam.
Anyway, you want to take away your license?
You're going to have to do it in person, buddy. Sorry.
What's your address?
Bring.
Your other phone.
Okay,
Sam.
hang on a second. Hello.
What do I want to say,
Yeah.
other one? What do I do? A semen sample?
How do you know I say semen all the time?
What could the other end of this call be?
How do you know? Hang on, sir. How do you know I say semen all the time? You want a semen sample or you have a semen sample?
I don't know, your doctor. I would a little semen.
You're my doctor and you want a little semen.
Is that the nun?
Yeah, this is the nun right here.
Is that the nun that wants
The nun's
semen?
on the line. She says she wants semen stat.
She broke up with
I
God?
don't know. That's my next question.
Well, you got to deliver, my man. Get in the B room.
You too?
You too, B room.
All right, thanks, nun. I'll send it right over.
All right,
man.
we gotta come up with some ending, or else we're just gonna pitter around here for 4 or 5 hours. We gotta say like 2 words. Or
Yeah,
something.
right.
How about goodbye?
Now,
We tried that last week. How about stay away or
Stay away.
Until next time on the Teacher's Lounge, stay away.
class is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest that I got to get off. So cut me some slack. Pour me a cup of that joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.
If you enjoyed the Teacher's Lounge, make sure to check out their bonus mini episodes available on Stitcher Premium. Just go to stitcherpremium.com/teacher and use the promo code TEACHER for your first month free. Also, the guys would like to thank Casey Trela, who made the incredible theme song for the show. You can check out his music at Casey Trela, that's Trela on Twitter. Finally, the Teacher's Lounge has a lot of great merch available. Just go to podswag.com/teacher and see for yourself. Thanks for listening.